Good afternoon and welcome to the 2021 Newsworks Planning Awards. We set up these awards in 2013 to champion the very best in news brands planning, something that we feel very passionate about. 2020 was a year like no other, and we saw that coming through in this year's brilliant entries, with brands adapting and responding to a COVID world. Some brands provided practical help to their customers, whereas others provided a much-needed injection of fun and humour to lift the nation. And of course, there are other campaigns that provided great content, creativity, thought leadership, and of course, impact. It was great to see brands really harnessing the power of news brands to reach audiences at a time when trusted and reliable information is more important than ever. In fact, there were so many amazing entries, it was difficult to pick this year's winners. But we have. So a big thank you to all of you for entering, to our fantastic judges for giving up their time to read all of the entries, and of course to our lovely chair, Margaret Jobling.
So it's been great being a judge. I think you always learn something new and different that you can take back to the office and apply. And I think some of the key things that came out for me were the power of the news brands and the ability to drive real outcomes for customers and brands. The synergistic effect, actually, when you see multiple channels coming together, you can drive better outcome. And last but by not means least, news. And actually it's all about content and context. So it's been a brilliant judging session.
Being invited to be a judge at the Newsworks Planning Awards was a real honour, and the best thing about being a judge in any awards, but specifically Newsworks, is you get to see some of the best work of our industry and have those moments of real, oh God, I wish I'd thought of that. And that's how we all learn, that's how we all get better.
I think the thing that stood out for me more than anything else was entries that had worked out what was unique about news brands, which is the journalism, the quality of the journalism, and had aligned their insights, their ideas, their thinking to journalism.
What an incredible array of talent, what an incredible snapshot of the great work that's really happening every day across the industry and working with all of our news brand partners. And reminds us how important news brands are in society, especially across the last year.
A big thank you to our esteemed jury, made up of leading agency and marketing professionals who came together to debate and discuss this year's entries.
So, without further ado, we're very excited to announce this year's winners.
We'll start with the all-important Best Newspaper Campaign. Shortlisted for this award is Lavery Row Advertising for Parsley Box's Performance Brand Campaign, Mediacom for Lloyds Banking Group's Crossword Clues, another one for Mediacom for Tesco's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me to Tesco, and finally PhD for the British Heart Foundation's You're Full of It. Highly commended in this category is Lavery Row Advertising for Parsley Box's Performance Brand Campaign. And the winner is PhD for the British Heart Foundation's You're Full of It.
I really loved the British Heart Foundation campaign because it used newspapers to do what they do best, which is to raise awareness of an important issue. And they did it in a really creative and impactful way.
It used newspapers to do three things: to drive reach and impact, to be the cornerstone of an integrated campaign, but it also delivered not just awareness, but also action.
Next up, we have Best News Brand Campaign. Shortlisted in this category is Essence for BT's Discover Disability Football, OMD for Barclaycard's Card Smart Partnership, another one for OMD for Levi's Your Voice, Your Way, the 7 Stars for Ancestry's Changing Minds in Changing Times, and last but not least, Wavemaker and Mullen Lowe for Wilkinson Swords, It Doesn't Get Closer Than This. Highly commended is the 7 Stars for Ancestry's Changing Minds in Changing Times, and the winner is OMD for Levi's Your Voice, Your Way.
Levi's was a clear winner in the Best News Brand campaign for a number of reasons. The first is they used journalism as a real force for good by giving a platform to young creative talent and supporting them to express themselves. The content itself was beautifully crafted, and as judges we were delighted to see a brand who maybe perception-wise wouldn't be associated with print to the same levels, using the medium to communicate their values to create such a positive impact.
Levi's showed that if you can be thoughtful about targeting the right audience with the right news brand partner, you can be incredibly effective actually and deliver results.
Now we have a new category for 2021, Best Digital News Brand Campaign. The shortlist includes Cara for Microsoft's rise of the virtual C-suite, Mediacom for Lloyds Banking Group's By Your Side, and Zenith for TikTok's How to Teach Old Cats New Tricks. And the winner is Mediacom for Lloyds Banking Group's By Your Side.
Lloyds By Your Side really deserved to win the Best Digital News Brand campaign. It was a great example of what can be delivered when you have the combination of effective partnership and the power of real-time content and context.
The work that the Mediacom team did for Lloyds was a brilliant example of what digital news brands are all about. They had a very clear insight. They really wanted to show people that the bank was still by their side, and they used the best of digital news activity to do that. It was reactive, it was insight-led, and it was delivered at pace and with a really, really clear and positive outcome, so it was a clear winner for us.
Next up is Best Creative Content Partnership. Shortlisted in this category is Mediacom for eBay and Mail Metro Media's individually brilliant Stronger as One campaign. Another one for Mediacom for Lloyds Banking Group's Crossword Clues. OMD for Levi's Your Voice, Your Way. Cara for Co-op Funeral Care's In Loving Memory. And the 7 stars for Ancestry's Changing Minds in Changing Times. Highly commended goes to Mediacom for Lloyds Banking Group's Crossword Clues. And the winner is Cara for Co-op Funeral Care's In Loving Memory.
The winning campaign for content was Co-op Funeral Care, which was very important, very moving campaign, which had at its heart a wonderful idea of taking obituaries, which are traditionally reserved for famous people, for celebrities, and actually turning them over to everyday people that had very sadly lost their lives during COVID.
Now, we'll go to Best Topical Campaign. Shortlisted for this award is Cara for Co-op Funeral Care's In Loving Memory. Havas Entertainment for Beats by Dre's Bring Back Fans, Not Racists. Manning Gottlieb OMD for Uber's Thank You from a Grateful UK. Mediacom for eBay and Mail Metro Media's individually brilliant Stronger as One campaign. And finally, another one for Mediacom for Tesco's Feeding Britain. Highly commended in this category is Mediacom for eBay and Mail Metro Media's individually brilliant Stronger as One campaign. And the winner is Manning Gottlieb OMD for Uber's Thank You from a Grateful UK.
I was really pleased to see Uber win the award in the topical category for a number of reasons. It was a very well written submission and a very well thought through paper. But what really stood out for me was that the campaign was very successful in cutting through in what was quite a crowded environment at the time, and was succeeded not just in engaging readers but also engaging NHS staff and carers as well.
It gave me the moment where you think, I wish I'd done that, I wish I'd thought of that. And in a COVID-dominated category, obviously, what it did do was use a newspaper and do something that only newspapers can do as part of its solution, which I think was incredibly thoughtful and beautifully crafted planning.
Just a couple of awards left now. Up next, we have Best Use of Insight. Shortlisted is MediaCom for eBay and Mail Metro Media's individually brilliant Stronger as One campaign. Another one for MediaCom for Lloyds Banking Group's crossword clues. Starcom for Lidl's relaunch The Funday Times in lockdown. And Wavemaker and Mullen Lowe for Wilkinson Swords It Doesn't Get Closer Than This. And the winner is MediaCom for Lloyds Banking Group's crossword clues.
The Lloyds Bank crosswords campaign really shone out in the insights category. There was a really clear objective, really clear target audience with a creative idea that completely spoke to that audience and really blurred the boundaries between journalism and marketing.
And now to the Effectiveness Award. Shortlisted is Hearts and Science for UK TV Alibis Understanding the Psychology of Crime with Female and You magazine. Lavery Row Advertising for Parsley Box's performance brand campaign. Love Sugar Science for Butcher's Pet Care creating Britain's first great food icon for dogs. MediaCom for Lloyds Banking Group's crossword clues. OMD for Barclaycard's Card Smart Partnership. And OMD again for its partnership with Reach Solutions for Barclays UK. Highly commended in this category is Hearts and Science for UK TV Alibis Understanding the Psychology of Crime with Female and You magazine. And the winner is Lavery Row Advertising for Parsley Box's performance brand campaign.
I was delighted to see Parsley Box win in the effectiveness category. The business results really did speak for themselves, and the ROI was certainly proven when it came to sales growth and growth in user numbers. And I think most importantly, what it really demonstrated was the way in which businesses can be built and run on the back of a presence in this medium.
And finally, we have our much coveted Chairs Award, chosen by our 2021 Chair, NatWest CMO, Margaret Jobling.
So I'm really pleased to be able to announce the Chairs Award, and the winner is Lloyd's Crossword.
Mads, we won! So good!
I know, I'm absolutely over the moon.
This idea came out of an old-fashioned brainstorm with messy post-its on the walls. Do you remember, Mads?
I do, like it was yesterday.
We had such a good team working on this who know who they are. And we also wanted to give credit to our Lloyds clients who, when seeing the original idea, gave great feedback that elevated it to award-worthy work.
And we also wanted to thank The Telegraph, who came on our crossword journey with us. It felt like a true partnership. Thanks, Newsworks.
Thanks, Newsworks.
And I just want to say what a brilliant entry. It actually demonstrated the power of the platform with the audience to drive brilliant brand outcomes. So well done, Lloyds.
Here's a recap of our 2021 winners. The winning case studies are available to read on Newsworks' website. Now back to Newsworks MD Joe Allen.
Congratulations to all of our winners, and thanks to all of you that entered. It's a shame that we can't all have a celebratory drink or two, but we hope to see you very soon. Thanks for watching.